I've done some fine tuning with the time machine, and I think it's much better. It works chronologically. Oh, I remember a video several months ago where I had a hard time saying a word. I can't remember what the word was at that time, but I remember how I struggled with it, and it took me 2 or 3 attempts. This video, I'm going to try and stop doing and then talk. Like, I'm going to... Oh, I hate that. Drives me nuts. Years and years ago, I took some acting classes in Chicago, and it taught you how to talk without that beforehand. I've lost that ability, and I hear that in some of my videos, and it honestly does drive me crazy. I thought I'll get rid of it, but if I'm conscious of it, I can do better. Speaking of the time machine, which we will run in a second, I want you to know this is going to be available for download for you guys fairly soon. For the time machine to work correctly, you need to have these settings for your display for everything to line up correctly. If you can't do these settings because you don't have this high resolution, there are other fixes, and if you ask me that in the comment section, I will go ahead and show you how to do it, probably via another video. One thing I want to talk about is, and I could be wrong here, maybe if I didn't do what I do, maybe I'd have 1 billion subscribers to YouTube, or at least as many subscribers as I have BTR. But tell me your thoughts on this. I hate when YouTube creators, content providers, whatever you want to call them, beg for subscriptions, beg for thumbs up. I mock it sometimes by saying, be sure to smash that dislike button. My view's always been, if the people that's going to view my content, I have enough faith that they are smart enough to do the subscription and the thumbs up. Anyway, just my thoughts. What's your thoughts on that? We've had unbelievable hours over this last day. Up and down 50 to 80 grand several times. Before I get the time machine, we're going to watch this next breakfast. And let's see what this looks like. It should run in about 15 seconds. So let's hang out and watch this breakfast update. We know the lunch update, which was just run 8 minutes ago, that was not good. Let's see what happens here. Generally does not take this long to do an update. So I don't know if the API pulling in these new pricing is having an issue. Might have been, but it did work regardless. So yeah, so this prior hour we lost, or I lost $23,472 in value. And I want to tell you, this is just simply the price times the quantity, the size of the bag. And I'm thinking about changing this to sack. A lot of good things come in sack, right? Sack of potato chips, sack of potatoes, sack of other things, sack of money. So, I don't know. I'll go with sack for now. I used to have this where it would take out taxes and it would take out bank fees to send it to fiat and all that, but that was just way too much to maintain. So just know, whatever you cash out, in this case, I know it's not going to be, if these prices were 100% spot on and I sold it at this price, I know it wouldn't be worth this much because I'm going to have at least 1.5% of fees. In this case, that's going to be about $10,000 minimum, just in bank fees on this cash out. Go ahead and talk about the time machine now. So I have 2 versions right now. There will be 3rd at some point, but right now I have what basically equates to 24 hours and 30 days. Now, sometimes it won't be 24 hours because these updates are set to run every hour. However, if the BTR and XRP calculator is not on for a particular time, or a computer or internet outage or power outage, and if it can't run when it's supposed to, well, then it's not going to be 24 hours or 30 days. What it will just then be is the 24 last updates, or the updates every hour for the last 30 days. I hope that's understood. Again, I'm not going to do the year yet because this thing's not even a year old. It's not even a month old yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the hourly for 24 hours, and then after that I'm going to run the monthly. The first several days of what would be the monthly is going to show blank because I started this calculator on December 12th. Today is January 1st, so this isn't even a full month. But nonetheless, I want to show you how this works, and here it is. I should tell you this as well. On the very first update that we view, as it will show up in the bottom right around where lunch is right now, it will freeze on that, I think, for 5 seconds, and then it will then cycle through each hour at 2-second clips for the 24-hour time machine. It will also freeze for 5 seconds on the very last one as well. Now the 30-day, it will do the same thing on the very first clip, or visual, or whatever you want to call it, and the last one. I felt like there's something else I wanted to say there. I can't remember what it is, so let's just go ahead and run it. So this is where it's going to hold for 5 seconds, and then it's just going to go. This is chronological, so this is going to take 24 hours ago and bring us up to date. That's how it's working out. Before it was opposite. I still have that functionality in here, though I took away the ability to access it quickly because I think this is a better way to view things. But once you get this calculator, you can do whatever you want with it. Well, it really has been a crazy 24 hours. Really more than 48 hours, but we're just seeing 24 hours right now. So let's sit back and vape, shall we? 8 years non-smoking. There's our 24 hours. Now, I think that's what I started to say. The hourly one is short, has a shortcut really to the right side of the time up here. The one that runs for 30 days or 24 update, whatever. It's supposed to be 30 days. It's on top here. It's to the right side because sometimes I need to click in here for other reasons, so I don't make it the entire I don't make the shortcut link or whatever you want to call it the entire cell, because it is frustrating if I have to click in there and I've got a block because of a shortcut. So anyway, let's do the 30 days now, and I'm going to shut up and vape. I'm not completely going to shut up. Here is what I was telling you before. This isn't 30 days old yet, so it's going to have a few blanks. This will change in a few days, however. This is just when I was getting started to create it, so I like looking at this as well to see the changes in the BTR and XRP calculator as we go along. And even though this says December 11th, but I started the thing on December 12th, is because it was on December 12th when I really got everything in here, including the gems and what have you, and doing full updates. That's the purpose for the discrepancy. So it's not a discrepancy, it's just an understanding of what's happening. And there's my note saying this is when it's going to start. And remember, this is now going every 1 second. And this is going back to December 12th, or really December 11th as you saw, so this is going to take a while. So enjoy this music. I like the tunes that are playing with this. You know, I have so many versions of this calculator that really goes back several years. And I really just now have it to where I want it. Now, with that being said, I don't know if I'm going to do a new version or not, but this yield hub is opening up tomorrow. So I'm going to have to find a way to squeeze it in somewhere or create a new one. I think I'm just going to try to find a way to squeeze it in. I don't think I'm going to be able to use it across horizontally for my earnings because I've got everything filled up and I'm not sure I want to get rid of anything here. If I get rid of anything, it'll be these goals. I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe I move these on the side here. I'm not sure. And then put the yield hubs down here. But whatever it is, it's either going to be a new version or this is going to have to include that. One of those two things are going to happen. But the point I was originally making before I got sidetracked is, of all the versions I have, this is really the first time I've gotten to where I want it. Because what I have visualized before, and that's what you're seeing in this time machine, is I want to see a rags to riches story, right? I want to see when these coins were worth, or were worth whatever X amount of dollars, and all of a sudden they're worth 9 million. And I want to see that as this spans across your screen, or my screen, or whoever's doing it. So that's the purpose of this time machine. Anytime over the last 4 years, to be honest with you, watching the time machine would just kind of be somewhat frustrating. When I get this running for a year or more, hopefully this is worth millions before a year. But what I'll probably do then is just speed up the play and then just pause. But I'm going to shut up again now. Do you guys that favor as we get through the rest of this before the close of this video. And I don't have a mic that travels with me, so I think you can probably tell when I'm turning my head as my voice gets lesser. So this should be the last one, which is about an hour and 17 minutes ago. And now we're back to current time. I am going to give you a couple little Easter eggs here. I've talked about here's the goals. Here's the goals. To get to the data that these goals are figured by, you just have to click goals to the right. That's going to open up a bunch of pages up here. And if you want to put your own goals in here, that's certainly fine. Let's say $2 million. And you're going to see this change here. But if you want to go back and just reset the defaults, you can just click here. It all goes back. To close this screen for the goals, you just click we're A1. There it is. Here's an example of a feature set I decided to put in here after I've already created it. I mean, the reality is I would like to keep this and all this together. But since I did it at a different time, I can't do that. At least I cannot do that easily. So what I did do is put a little Easter egg in here, and if you click here, it's just going to put them all together. And what's kind of cool about this is if you want to click to the right side of these, it will highlight whatever goal you're on and what prices you want for any particular coin. To come back down to normal view, and don't forget this for the time machine view, you just click price to the right of price goal, and there it is. Let's run one lunch. This video is now going to be about 22 minutes long. We're going to run a lunch and then close this out. Hopefully, I really don't know what to expect. I mean, I won't be surprised if we lost 40,000 in the last 20 minutes, or we gained 40,000. It's just been nuts this last day, and I'm really anxious to see what's going to happen the next couple of days as this yield hub plus new votes come up, which I need because the earning has not been great the last couple of days. I do have 800,000 coins in Power Biggie. However, that's only giving me 220 BTR a day, which is about $100 right now, when I'm used to earning a lot more passively. Anyway, let me shut up, click this, see what the lunch is, and close out this video. This is clearly a yucky McDonald's lunch, but I'm not sweating it. It's kind of strange losing almost $37,000 in 20 minutes, and I'm not sweating it. But I'm not. Goodbye for now.